on time, so we will just wait for the stream to catch up. Looks like I believe both runners are going with the Strength HP build.
Small F, I believe, is Strength Agility for Tristal.
Oh, that's an interesting difference then.
Yeah, so yeah, a little bit of a different start for our runners as we see what we're going to find. At least one key here in this throne room. Alrighty, it looks like we got an herb and a torch here.
And no spells, so no saving the key today.
Good starting MP, though, for both of our runners here. Ooh, good starting strength, too, with 15.
Yeah, they should be able to, once they find the wet noodle, be able to take care of them, as long as the noodle doesn't have a pretty bad spell.
Oh, ouch, and right out of the gate, Dragon Lord 2 Breath from a Ghost, and we have our first COD of the semifinals.
Oh no, and nope, Larry runs into the same fate.
Here we go, strap in, folks.
Ghosts are right out.
Game Boy, good luck. Good luck.
Question in chat, 4 is good starting MP. I think anything that would be above, 0 or 1 would be a good starting HP, just in case you happen to get hurt in the next level up, you can actually use it.
And also, if you see an 8 on your starting MP, that usually means that you have a spell, because I believe it's been set in both Standard and Chaos Randomizer so that if you have Return, you're supposed to be able to cast it. So if you have 8 or more, you definitely want to check for a spell, because odds are that you have one.
Oh, we have an Armor Knight that is only dealing 1 damage at a time, and...
Oh, and it ran away! Oh, no!
Well, we've seen a Droll Magi on Larry's side also run away, so it could be that large strength is not going to pay off after all.
Alright, so AngryLarry going toe-to-toe with this Armored Knight. Now, again, they are using slightly different builds, so there is going to be a slight difference in their stats, which may be the reason why Larry is able to continue to go toe-to-toe with this Armored Knight. Hopefully he'll be able to take it down here. We can get our first kill on the boards. And no, it does eventually run away. Very unfortunate.
Tristal trying his luck with the skeleton here, and the Spectre is clearly not the right choice.
Ouch, yeah, that thing hits really hard. AngryLarry, by the way, playing a very efficient strategy. He immediately went and saved, and instead of waiting to hear that death jingle and spending those few extra seconds to respawn, just immediately hitting that reset button to be able to get back on the field that much faster.
Yeah, a lot of small optimizations on Larry's side, but over the course of an hour and a half run, those really add up.
Yeah, if it leads to him getting that first kill, it's definitely going to pay off for him really quickly here. Unfortunately, Stoneman, oh yeah, he resets out of that battle immediately, knowing that there's no way he was going to be able to win that fight.
So it looks like it's 14 experience to the first level, which is pretty good, and most of the time, your first kill is going to get you that level.
Yeah, most of the time that first kill is going to get you somewhere in the triple digits. Sometimes, there are exceptions, but, usually once you get that first kill, you're going to see triple digits, and hopefully you're going to see 1 or 2 levels, maybe even 3 or more right out of the gate. As Tristal, deciding to go west, has had enough of this desert area. He's going to find himself Charlock here.
Well, I hope you enjoy Hills. And let's see, the Rogue Scorpion dealing 13, so he is definitely not noodle tier. Alright, Larry facing down the Droll Magi again, and He didn't do very much damage, and the fact that he ran away, I would be suspicious that he could be the noodle.
Yeah, either this or the armored knight, and yeah, unfortunately, yeah, that 15 strength is marvelous to see at the beginning of standard randomizer, but sometimes having too much strength can play a little bit against you in the early goings of the chaos match.
Three damage on the Droll Magi, and he's still sticking around, so...
Oh, no!
Oh,
Ooh!
you got a 1 damage Axe Knight on both sides.
Oh, none of these weak enemies want to stick around. Usually the monsters are chasing down our runners, but in this instance, we got the runners chasing down the early monsters. Can't quite keep them on the screen. Ooh, we got a cave sighting here for AngryLarry, just right there in the bottom corner.
Oh, and the Axe Knight bails on Tristal as well, so there are a lot of potential noodles out there, and it's just a matter of getting them to stick around long enough.
A real spaghetti of a seed here.
Axe Knight instantly taken off on Larry's side. Tristal gets lands a hit on the Droll Magi and decides, nah, I'm not gonna stick around for this abuse.
AK-47 shooting rubber bullets today.
Firing blanks.
Alright, so between these two flavors of Axe Knight, neither of them doing much damage here. Hopefully we can get our first kill in the books. Is honestly not a lot of deaths here. Just a lot of monsters not trying out the damage and not really wanting to stick around and let our runners get that first kill. And yeah, I'm with Game Boy. First person to kind of get an opening critical against one of these weaker monsters is probably going to end up jumping out to a pretty big lead.
Yeah, at this rate, though, Mr. Holmes is going to get his noodles before our runners do. We got a metal slime, and he runs away, so tradition upheld.
Oh, more Dragon Lord fire from these drolls. Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, it looks like as far as the runners go, you just have to stick to this central area and hope that you find something to kill.
Yeah, I think this is usually you kind of see it where the runners are having a hard time surviving against the monsters, and whoever gets that first critical, right before they die, they're going to take the lead. But here, the monsters are fairly weak, and you've got, I think we've seen 4 different potential options for that noodle monster, but everything's just kind of noodling away from our runners here.
I wonder if this would be a situation where you go back and take something like an HP-MP build just to tank your, dump your strength, at least at the start.
Yeah, that could be an option. Your starting stats are defined by your build, so if you take HP and MP, your HP and MP are going to be a little bit lower at the start, but all your other stats are going to be a little bit higher to make up for that potential growth.
Ah, that's fair.
So changing the build could allow them to get a little bit more damage if that's something they wanted to try to do, but I think at this point they're just going to stick it out a little bit longer, and eventually one of them is going to get a kill on the boards here.
We got 1 damage on a Droll Magi so far on Tristal's side. Make it 2. Larry runs into a ghost.
Ooh, 3 in a row on Droll Magi. If it's the noodle, it's going to be down here shortly. Oh, it's
heal!
No! Oh, cruelty! Cruelty!
Heal on 4 and then runs away. This is, if that's the noodle, this is gonna be a long siege.
That's got to be it, because I believe that enemies that can heal, they heal when they're at a certain threshold, a certain percentage of their max HP. So if you did 4 damage and then it healed, that's got to be it.
Yeah, the 20% mark, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know the exact number, but that would make sense.
So it's just gotta get a crit.
Yeah, you pretty much have to crit it.
It's alright, just change your name to exclamation mark and then do some RNG manip, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, High Spirit's mentioning in chat that it's 25% is the threshold, so thanks for that. But yeah, that I think that heal is the tip-off then.
That heal is the tip-off and also a harbinger of much despair in the near future, I think.
Larry going after the slime, and unfortunately not gonna work.
When you're dying to slimes, that's how you know it's chaos.
So Larry has not seen the heal. He got 3 hits on the Droll Magi and not 4 before it ran away. So he doesn't know for sure that that is the noodle monster.
Ooh, critical hit. Oh, but it's on a skeleton, and skeletons unfortunately have a little bit too much HP to be taken down in one shot like that.
First crit of the game, not on what you would like. Question in chat, is it possible that people just rush for treasure boxes? It's possible. If you get a little bit of gold and find a town, you could potentially pick up a weapon to make this fight a little easier on you. The only problem is, as far as the exploration has gone, everything one-shots you outside the starting area, and only Larry has found a cave. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to make it through a cave and pick up something when you haven't even seen a town yet.
And you know, I don't want to cast doubt on someone in the semifinals, but I'm wondering at this point if he even saw it. He died when it was kind of sitting in the bottom corner of the screen, so he might not have even seen it. Because for me, if I'm AngryLarry and I haven't had any success so far, you know, having that torch, I might want to go check out that cave again if I knew it was there.
Well, I mean, Larry's playing to his outs. If the coordinates are like 5 and 6, then
wow, that would have been amazing. that would have been something else.
That's when you ask for a proof call right there.
No kidding.
Yeah, at this point, it looks like Larry and Tristal are just hoping that they can find another enemy that has relatively low HP, but the starting zone is pretty rough.
Everything's just kind of running away, although AngryLarry getting in extended engagement with a golem that's not doing a whole lot of damage here.
You know, it's making a good point in chat. The cave might have been in the overscan portion. Larry is running this on console.
That would make sense. Yeah, that's actually that's actually a really good point. That's something I wouldn't have thought of. So yeah, it's very possible that he just barely missed it, and it's very unfortunate because he's gone in that direction. In fact, he's going that direction again right now. But and he's trying to kind of paint the corner of the zone here, trying to find that edge where he's going to see some new monsters. But unfortunately, just seeing that same old Burninator of a ghost.
Question in chat: how long do these runs usually take? With chaos mode, you never know, but around hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the median's been for this particular tournament, but I think they kind of sit right around 90 minutes with outliers of 2.5 to 3 hours for some really, really nasty seeds. But within 2 hours, I would say, is about the average. 20 hours? Yeah, I suppose that's possible.
Alright, Tristal taking another run at the Droll Magi. Larry fighting the Armored Knight.
I think Tristal is just going for this Droll Magi here. I think he's intentionally staying in the zone to try to get a critical hit on one of those.
Question in chat: how can you tell where the zones are on the map? You can't. So it's just kind of feeling out where you walk and hit a monster that you've never seen before. That's usually when you can tell you've crossed into another zone. But the exact borders, you really can't tell.
Yeah, so the zones are made up of 15 by 15 blocks of squares. And so Tantagel Castle, where our runner started, is going to be situated in Zone 0. But where exactly it is in Zone 0, you have no idea. So Tristal could be walking around in Zone 0 right now. I believe he is. But he could walk 2 squares to his right and be in a completely different zone. And so, yeah, it's just up to our runners to kind of recognize those changes. As AngryLarry, unfortunately, finding a town in its Hawk's Nest.
Oh no! Of course. He finds...
Oh, Mountain Cave!
The Armor Knight's a good guy to find down here.
Mountain Cave is going to be big. This is going to be 3 free chests for AngryLarry, 5 free chests for AngryLarry, and 5 chances at finding Erdrick's sword. That would be huge here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Larry is not going to be able to run away from much in here. Another major difference between regular Dragon Warrior Randomizer and Chaos is that your run rate is based on the map that you're in, and not on the enemy that you're fighting.
Oh, I thought that was only true for Charlock. Is that true for Caves as well?
I think it's different for all of them, although I definitely know that's true for Charlotte.
Oh my goodness! Oh, AngryLarry finds 1 chest, gets a fairy water, runs into a magician, gets his lights knocked out for 50 damage. Wow!
Yikes.
That magician having none of AngryLarry's shenanigans. Quite the magic trick. Oh my goodness.
Abracadabra, you're dead.
Abracadabra. And now for my next trick, I shall place my fist in the back of your skull.
Question in chat, what's their attack power? It's 15, right?
Yeah, 15. Which is, I would say, unusually high for a start. For a randomizer, but unfortunately so far, again, not proving to be super advantageous, as now Tristal getting the bad news. Well, I suppose mixed news. There is potential to find one of the required items there in Hawk's Nest, but it's going to be a while before either of our runners is going to be able to get there.
And now Tristal is going to do a dive here, and kapow.
And not able to run away either. It looked like AngryLarry didn't have too much of a problem running away from the Armored Knights, ironically enough. Oh, Drakima is also packing quite a punch. One of them hitting AngryLarry for 31.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like Tristal's got a strategy figured out.
Yeah, he's gonna give this a shot, and who finds another cave?
I think he saw that cave just out of the corner. Tristal, I don't believe he's playing on a cart. So I want to say that he saw that right on the edge of his screen there as he was going into the mountain cave. And I believe he's in the grave?
Yeah, it looks like the right movement for the grave. So, 3 chests. What does he find? Uh-oh, he finds a wraith.
Oh man, I was really hoping that was going to be 3 torches, I'm not going to lie. But finding one useful item there, the Stones of Sunlight, that is going to be one of the items required to finish the game.
Well, I mean 3 light sources, right?
You know, I have always wondered why the Stones of Sunlight don't just... If they're the Stones of Sunlight, shouldn't they act as a light source? Yeah, he reset after the stones because he knows that they're there. He could go back and get those at any time. They're not... It's not something that he's going to have to work super hard to go back and get again. And yeah, to get his herb back as well. So, you know, since it's right there on the top floor of the grave, it makes complete sense in my mind to just reset and try again.
So 2 different strategies going on here. Larry is trying to get a crit to land on the noodle enemy, whichever one it is, and Tristal is taking some dives, hoping to find Erdrick's sword.
Yeah, Tristal pretty much set on finding a key also. Not just Erdrick's sword, but a key would be extremely helpful if there's one on the bottom floor. We know there's not one on the top floor, just a fairy water on that top floor of Mountain Cave. But in those 4 chests on the second floor, Erdrick's sword could be a huge game changer, and a magic key could also be a huge game changer.
Yeah, that opens up a lot of options. Gold in the treasury means you could do a very slow gold grind and try to find another town. Or perhaps Swamp Cave is in the basement, leads to Garenham. You never know.
Question in chat, knowing that's Hawksness, do you try to hope to find a killable enemy there? It is possible. Hawksness is a different zone, and so you can find different monsters there. The only thing is that there's going to be no guarantee that the things in Hawksness aren't just going to immediately kill you. But yes, that is a potential strategy that our runners could take.
Finding the armor in Hawksness certainly would be helpful. You never know, maybe it's an armor knight hanging out there. But I think with the way the monsters are playing out in the standard zone, the runners are looking more for damage potential than they are.
An excellent dodge! Oh no! AngryLarry just staring at his screen in utter disbelief. Zarnax, I don't think that agility of a monster has anything to do with whether or not they are quote-unquote the noodle. I think it's just their HP should be 5 or less, and their strength should also be very low so that they don't do very much damage. Wow, that could have been AngryLarry's ticket to breaking open the seed, but unfortunately, no.
Yeah, we're hitting nearly the 30-minute mark. I keep checking IRC to see if anyone requests a reroll, but so far, no dice.
Yeah, for this Chaos Tournament, reseeds are the sole discretion of the runners, but also, unfortunately, if you ask for a reseed, it's kind of giving away information to the other players, so sometimes that can be a bit challenging to do. Someone also mentioned in chat, I'm not sure exactly where it came up, but it is possible that we've seen the AK-47, we've seen the Axe Knight. Neither of them do very much damage, and both like to run away. Even the Golem not doing a whole lot of damage. I think AngryLarry saw one earlier. Any one of those three could be that Hawksnest boss, could be guarding that armor. And we haven't seen either of them check yet. I wonder at what point do they think, hey, let me go see if this boss is just going to run away from me.
Another question in chat. Tristal's the only one who has seen heal, right? That is correct.
Yeah, I think AngryLarry is still might be fixated on that Armored Knight as his ticket to opening up the seed. Tristal getting some exploring out of the way on the other side of Sharlock. Unfortunately, not finding much yet, but still quite a bit of map to explore.
Metal Scorpion knows hurt. Tristal not even going to take one more hurt to the face, just resets after not being able to get away. Larry chipping away at this Armored Knight again. Is this going to be the time? Getting closer.
What's he up to right now?
I think either 3 or 4.
Oh!
Gotta do some RNG manip after. Just put a bunch of commands in after you miss for a while. Oh, and there's the Rogue Scorpion, so this is gonna end Larry's attempts.
Four damage, Zarnax. He did 4 damage to the Droll Magi, so Droll Magi does seem to be the monster they want to defeat, but unfortunately it's going to be about as difficult as possible to do it.
Double Armored Knight. Larry's just gonna run away. Or no, it's just gonna run away from Larry, excuse me.
Oh, 2 damage out of Tristal! Oh, no!
This guy could do 2 damage? I'm out of here.
I can't deal with this right now.
This is a very, very cruel scene.
It's cruel in a very unusual way. Again, not a lot of dying going on by our runners here. Just a lot of disappointment.
Tristal not even gonna bother with the Axe Knight. Looks like Larry is sick of this and is just gonna take a shot at the mountain cave again.
Oh, Druins with baby breath taking out AngryLarry there with a couple of blows. Ooh! Is this HP MP? We see a switch and build out of AngryLarry.
I think capital L is agility.
I don't think that actually changed his strength.
Maybe that's what he's looking at, just trying to find something to minimize his strength. All right, we're gonna go with I. He's got 2 MP and a little bit more strength.
Yeah, he's got more HP and MP. So yeah, it looks like he's running HP MP build now, which is going to give him a little bit more strength at the start. I'm not sure if that's going to help him, but it is an interesting strategy. We'll have to see if it pays off here. Boy, a fighter's ring right now would look pretty good too.
Yeah, I think just any advantage that you can get at this point is really what you need to be going for here.
Chaos Lord, as far as this tournament has gone, I think fairly common, actually. But not for this reason. Normally speaking, the runners are kind of dying all over the place, leaving this litter of corpses on the ground as they try to find that noodle. But in this case, again, as I mentioned before, the runners are kind of having to chase down the noodle. Just a little bit of a different reason for this extended early game here.
And Larry just gonna get pinched by the Rogue Scorpion. Back to start. And he's doing the save and reset again. So lots of, again, little efficiencies adding up, especially when you and your opponent have died over 50 times. Seems appropriate, given our shifty-eyed friend in the center of the screen here, that the Drill Magi is the one causing all the problems. Zarnak's making a good point. Time to learn how to set up manips.
Yeah, seriously, at what point do you just hit the reset button and try to do the same inputs every time you walk out of the castle? Like, this is just nuts. Tristal going back into the mountain cave again. Has he gotten to that first chest yet? I don't think he has.
He's gonna be real upset when he finds fairy water. Larry looking for the armor.
Oh, is he just searching every square?
The joke's on you, Larry. It's gonna be the token.
Could you imagine if he actually found the token this way? He's doing it. He's doing it. He's digging in the sands.
Pattern search. Here we go. Yeah, we joke about doing manipulations, but anybody that's seen Nescard run this or Ouija run this, it's no joke. There is a lot of work that goes into that, and I think for a randomizer run, pretty much impossible to do that on the fly. Alright, well, knights are not to be trifled with, and Tristan's going to take a reset there. Meanwhile, Larry is going to try to take apart this golem brick by brick. Unfortunately, it seems like he's got a lot of bricks.
Oh, we got 2 damage on this. Oh, and of course, right as I say something. Oh, boy.
Gosh, that heal and that excellent dodge. Holy cow, this seed has been rough.
This has been brutal. I think if you look at the color of the ocean and think of something round, you might find an apt metaphor for this particular seed. I hope so. I hope you can, Kylan, because this is quite enjoyable.
This may be the kindest impossible seed that I've seen.
No kidding.
And at this point, Tristal has memorized Mountain Cave in the Dark and no longer needs to use the torch.
Yeah, AngryLarry had quite the lucky run through that first floor, finding the fairy water by just running past a few AK-47s.
Alright, Metal Slime. Here we go. We're up to 3. Oh, we got 4.
Oh, vanilla Metal Slime would be dead. Oh, excellent move! Oh no, it didn't. No. It wasn't enough.
Oh, okay. So we're at 19.
Oh my gosh, the excellent move came on the wrong monster.
Oh jeez.
At any point, it could die. This is chaos, folks.
At any point, it could run away too.
Oh no!
Alright. Only thing we've learned so far. He's got more than 20 HP.
Metal Slime is not the noodle. Confirmed, not the noodle. AngryLarry burning his herb and taking a chance on a regular slime, but he got it!
Holy cow!
Oh! AngryLarry going all in, burning the herb, and takes out a regular slime. Oh my goodness, look at those stats. Oh, the seed is broken open.
Wow.
Oh, and now and now we confirm Axe Knight is the noodle monster, and off to the races.
Yeah, he's got heal more already, and just the look at the power rolling in and the stats. So just that little bit of optimization, and he was able to take out a monster that I know both runners had been fighting unsuccessfully.
Oh wow, this is gonna come so fast now for Larry. The Axe Knight and the Droll Magi giving triple-digit experience here, and just a flood of stats and spells coming in, and oh man, just like that, this whole thing is turned around.
All right, level 9 for Larry on an HP MP build. And yeah, definitely save this.
What was that on the slime? Was that like, I think it was 221 or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was about 211. Tristal gonna try his luck with the slime here. And... out. Yeah, 211 on the slime, and I believe 189 on the Axe Knight. Ooh, the Rogue Scorpions are pretty beefy though, and he's just gonna have to get out of this fight as soon as he can.
Well, with heal more and hurt, he's gonna take a shot, use all his resources here, see if he can't get anything out of for his time here.
I would think that with 8 extra levels of agility that he could try running a bunch of times, but I guess if you don't know what the Rogue Scorpion has, it might be good just to see how much experience he has.
Tristal taking his chances with a regular slime.
Okay. Axe Knight had 113, Droll Magi had 182.
So... Tristal did burn an herb, and unfortunately things not quite going his way. I hope he's going to I hope he's not going to give up on those regular slimes. I really hope he's going to keep doing that, because he can catch up here real quickly if he just sticks with it. And AngryLarry resetting out of that fight.
Yeah, landing 3 or 4 hurts and just not getting anywhere, so that Rogue Scorpion's a bit of a brick wall. Probably better to just put that thing to sleep and run away. Slime's still proving to be pretty
no! Larry running away from his slime, opting out of that particular fight.
Alright, 211, and another level. 24
That's
power!
Gotta be... 3 levels!
Yeah.
Wow!
Oh, he's got hurt more now.
Oh my goodness. Up to NG, another one of these starts, kind of. So we've identified 2 potential monsters as the Noodle, the Axe Knight and the Droll Magi. But unfortunately, both of them both of our runners started with 15 strength, and the Noodles, their strength is so low that they keep running away from our runners. And AngryLarry was able to take out a regular slime to get, only 5 minutes ago in order to get his levels And Tristal could be right there. I mean, the time gap is not that big. Just needs to get himself one kill. We know the experience is there for either the Axe Knight or the Droll Magi.
Wow, the Knights are very, excuse me, very beefy, taking one full hurt more, but not two.
Ooh, AngryLarry making a smart play here, going into Hawk's Nest with his Hurtmore spell.
Yeah, you combine Hurtmore with the Erdrick's armor, and it saves you a lot of magic points just healing by walking around. It's like Armored Knight would have done it as well with 91 experience. And he's gonna hurt more of this jerk magician before he gets punched in the face again.
Oh man, that magician is beefy. And another level. The rich just keep getting richer. 28 max MP. My goodness.
Yeah, 15 strength on top of that.
The blue dragon got a closer look at AngryLarry's muscles, said, nope.
Nope, I'm out of here. Oh, we got a Wolf Lord. It's going to be the first time we've seen him.
And the last time we see him.
Oh,
the armor! Oh, this is big.
And I think Larry's just going to try to land... Yeah, he's going to try to land a Hurtmore on this Wolf Lord. Just to see if it's a good grind target.
Looks like big agility on these Wolf Lords, not able to do any damage despite his strength.
Alright, time to check out the mountain cave.
And AngryLarry, knowing that the first chest only containing a fairy water, not interested in checking that again.
Yeah, all of these strength gains on Larry's.
Oh, Tristal did it! Tristal did it! He got it! Oh, he got a kill!
Alright, lands it on the Axe Knight. And he doesn't run away.
He finally did it, and that's going to do it. That's going to open it up for both of us, for both our runners here. Tristal should now have enough strength to be able to get kills whenever he wants them on the remaining enemies in the zone. Well, except for the Ghost. But the other two enemies here, yeah, Tristal should have no problem catching up here.
Yeah, so with Sleep, he should be able to make sure that any enemy doesn't run away from him.
And key pickup for AngryLarry in Mountain Cave. That's going to be big, too. That's going to allow him to get more keys out of Tantagel's Castle. Ooh, and the Fairy Flute as well. Yeah, and Fighter's Ring as well. Also, a lot of important items being found here in this Mountain Cave.
So there's that key you were talking about, and the Wraith Knight looks monstrous as well, almost to the point where we will probably see him in Charlock.
Ooh, and a Wraith Knight bounces AngryLarry out before he can check. I think there were 2 chests left that he didn't check in that Mountain Cave.
Yeah, but he'll get a chance to look at the treasury now, and with the amount of gold that he has, he can pick up some keys before opening that up.
Yeah, we can take a look, see what's hiding in Tantagel Basement.
Question in chat, Tristal didn't get a kill until just now. Yeah, that's correct, but for about, I would say, almost 40 minutes, neither player had gotten a kill.
Yeah, AngryLarry getting a critical miss, unfortunately, and TristalMTG almost taking down a Droll Magi, but AngryLarry finding an Axe Ghost, which turns out to actually be the Silver Harp.
Alright, so Silver Harp and Stones of Sunlight, we know, are very close to one another. And Larry's just going to do a little bit of a gold grind and kind of hope that he can find the town.
Yeah, I'm curious, knowing that costs are randomized, how much gold do you go up to? Yeah, ETAP, he got the chest glitch from opening up 3 treasure chests in Mountain Cave. Or no, did he only get 2?
So he got the glitch on both of those. So how many chests would that be then? 3 in the throne room, the 2 that he opened.
That only adds up. That only adds up to 7, right? I'm a little confused.
Yeah, maybe he did manage to get to 1 more chest.
Oh, did he open up 3 in the cave? I thought he missed the one kind of south of the stairs.
Yeah, he might have gotten that one, and that would make sense. So Larry's just going to top the keys off, saves, and is going to go see what's in the basement.
I'm calling bonus cave.
Oh, we haven't seen Swamp Cave either.
Oh, nice call. Bottom of Swamp Cave.
Oh,
and Larry recognized.
A town?
Oh, a town! Oh, Garenham is a great find once you've got keys.
Well, it wasn't a direct connection to Garenham, but basically close enough.
Close enough. Pretty good odds that we find either the Jerk or the Shrine Cave in the basement as well.
And Larry will be happy to pick up, hopefully, a weapon and a shield.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's going to be picking up. Silver Shield at not an insane discount, but about a third of its normal price here. And Larry will be more than
small
happy.
Shield. Oh god, that's an expensive small shield.
Wait, is that a small shield? I thought that was a silver shield.
Nope, it's a small shield.
Oh, and Larry takes it anyway. My goodness.
Yeah, and just like that, Tristal's up to level 12, so he is not out of this by any means. And,
not the sale of the century there. Not quite.
Yeah, and it looks like he's doing a little bit of leveling. Meanwhile, we find the Staff of Rain cave.
Alrighty, so 1/2 of one third of the required items picked up here for AngryLarry.
Cuts down that Magic Wyvern for nothing.
For absolutely a pittance.
Larry, meanwhile, not going to take any chances with this Magician. Still hitting for 28, even through Erdrick's armor.
TristalMTG also finding a Magician. Magician casting hurts, making me wonder if this is actually randomized.
Well, it's a good deal for Tristal if he went in punching. Tristal doesn't have any armor.
Yeah, Tristal should be able to get the armor here, no problem. Wolflord was blocking the armor here and just ran away from AngryLarry, so pretty sure all he needs to do is make it to the tile and the armor should be his.
Alright, Larry is gonna find 2 more towns!
Wow, town central over here.
Oh, we got Breckenary, so let's see, he's probably looking just for a Silver Shield and a Flame Sword.
Wow! Oh my goodness.
Deal.
Deal. And when I say deal, I mean that $7,000 bamboo pole. That definitely got to get that.
Wow. Wolflord breathing fire, not running away, and wipes out Larry with double 44s.
Ouch. Wolflord decided to stick around, wasn't having any of the abuse this time.
Yeah, and I think Larry just has to check out what that extra town is.
Oh, absolutely.
Could be Cole, could be Cantlin.
Yeah, and with the fairy flute, oh, that's right. Yeah, he did open up that bottom chest. Bottom chest was the fairy flute, and below the stairs in the mountain cave. So either Cole is going to have nothing, or the map there's going to be no coordinates. So I think by process of elimination, yeah, we should either see. Well, we could see Remolder as that town over there to the west or to the east of this swamp cave here.
Yeah, and with outside, the usage of outside doesn't take very long.
Alrighty, not even taking any time to check the shop here, just going straight to the search spot and Bupkis.
Well, now he knows he's got to find Catelyn and find the coordinates, but he may also consider going to rescue the princess now, once he's done exploring this continent.
Yeah, I would be, yeah, definitely go and check what that boss is. It could be something you might want to grind on later.
Oh, is this the bonus cave? Maybe the tablet cave.
Yeah, it should be tablet. There you go. With the outside spell, 1 free chest waiting on the bottom. Just going to take about 20 seconds for AngryLarry to do his due diligence here and make sure it's not the sword.
And Tristal gets roughed up by a wraith, and enjoy your fairy water.
Oh, another excellent dodge. Oh, I missed that. That's super unfortunate. That's 2 excellent dodges, 1 each for both of our runners here.
Alright, large field of swamp, and Larry's got to be happy to have the armor. And guess he's looking for Dig Shake's house right now. Another level off of the Magician. What's he gonna get this time?
Compared to some of the other levels we've seen, that's almost a pittance, but I'm sure AngryLarry will be happy to see that 11 extra HP.
Yeah, puts him over the threshold, the 96 HP threshold that you usually look for. Finds the jerk as well.
Yeah, just needing to find the Stones of Sunlight, which I don't think he's seen the Grave yet. Grave not too far away from Hawksness and Mountain Cave. That's where the Stones of Sunlight are going to be, and then he'll almost be set to get that rainbow drop.
So big things to find yet. I'm sure Tristal will be checking out the Swamp Cave and then all 3 of the towns. So Tristal knows where the Stones of Sunlight are. All either runner really needs to find is the token, and they're off to the races.
Yeah, the token could be on the map, but it could also be in the bottom of the grave, because it can still be in a chest. Mercarsist, what TristalMTG is doing is taking advantage of a treasure chest glitch. This treasure chest glitch, you can do it. You know, if you've got a copy of Dragon Warrior 1 sitting on your shelf at home, you can do exactly what TristalMTG is doing here. It just involves maxing out the number of slots that the game reserves for the chests that you've opened. There are 8 in the base game. And if you open up 5 chests, or even just 3 chests, I believe is the minimum, in either Garenham or the Mountain Cave or the Grave, and then if you die and come back to Ten Angel Castle, once you come into the throne room, 3 extra chests get loaded into that memory. So if you have 5 and you add 3, that's 8. Then you go into the treasury, and any chest that you try to open will not go into that registry. There won't be any more room, and so you'll just be able to open those chests over and over and over again as many times as you want. So not a hack, just a kind of an exploit to get some quick money.
Alright, on the left side, Larry rolls a droll, and it gives him 232 experience. So lots of high-yield monsters running around this seed.
Oh, AngryLarry taking out a metal slime, getting about half the normal experience points there, but still a nice haul.
Yeah, exploring north of Sharlock now, and neither runner has gotten very far with the Metal Scorpions and the Rogue Scorpions running around, but it's going to be a lot easier with almost 4 times the amount of HP and strength.
Now, is Tristal going to go with this small shield only to be disappointed about 5 seconds later? Always he is. He's going to do it.
Take whatever you can get. Of note, Tristal also finding the Death Necklace in Garenham, and that is a little less useful to a character that's doing an agility build as opposed to an HP build.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that he's going to hit that 130 minimum that most players want to reach before deciding to put the Death Necklace on.
Alright, and our first look at Goldman in stereo.
Nope, not worth it.
Yeah, we'll forget that ever happened. Enough for Tristal to get to the next level, though.
Wow, 15 strength. Very nice. Pyrite men. That's pretty good.
And Larry, sure, just gonna one-shot this Axe Knight, why not?
Boy, Repel would be nice right about now, huh?
Well, I mean, yes and no. The low-level monsters are so efficient to kill, though, that it feels bad. You know, even though you run into them a lot, passing up that experience chance. Hey, there's our first fun police.
And there goes our first fun police.
Oh, they're a lot more fun this seed.
Oh, I was hoping there was going to be a 6. That was almost 3, 4, 5, 6 on that level up.
Oh, almost.
Not the greatest level up there, but you know, getting a little bit more in the stats.
All right. Tristal runs into the same Wolf Lord, and but he runs away this time. And yeah, he's got a silver shield. He's gonna get his nothing out of coal. We're all set.
Yeah, Tristal having a slight advantage now as AngryLarry kind of wanders around the opposite continent. Tristal knows that once he finds the jerk, he can just go back, get the Stones of Sunlight, and he'll have a little bit of a lead here just in that knowledge until AngryLarry heads in that direction and finds it for himself.
Yeah, a bit of an exploration lead, but down 2,000 in experience. But with the high yields of all of the enemies, that can definitely swing very quickly.
Yeah, especially if Tristal decides to go check what the swamp monster is. Wolflord may be proving to be a little bit of a difficult grind, not wanting to stick around very much, but yeah, that swamp cave monster could be the ticket here. Ness Martin very carefully.
We replaced the Venom with Ambien.
Yeah, quickly making up that experience gap. TristalMTG already up to level 14.
Oh. Uh-oh. This is not who Larry wants to see. This guy is a beast. Oh, gets the clutch run, though.
Barely got away.
And yeah, he knows how long it took for him to get up to this corner. He's not going to take any chances. It's the first sighting of a wolf, and he runs away. The Wolf Lord can't deal with them. I'm out of here. Yeah, Tristal's having a pretty good run of encounters. Meanwhile, Larry is definitely losing time to not having MP. Extra 7 agility.
Oh, that's got to be Caitlyn.
Oh, that's a big find.
Actually, it could be Remolder, but if it's Caitlyn, if he gets himself those coordinates, this could be really big.
It's good to find either way. Larry needs to stand.
Nice.
Excuse me, do you have any flame swords? Sure, I'll take one.
Yeah, it's going to be a real nice upgrade here for AngryLarry. A little bit less than half price there. Very welcome find.
Alright, Larry about to find out. Do we have coordinates today?
Oh, Bonus Cave has yet to be found by either of these players, so if there's no coordinates, I believe there's only 3 chests it could be in.
Thou must go and fight!
Thou must go and fight. So I believe that leaves the bottom of the grave or the bonus cave.
Yeah, it has to be one of those two. And he's going to stock up on herbs. Very smart move.
So Tristal not actually having found the town of Caitlyn, if he finds, you know, he's going to pick up the Stones of Sunlight on his way down to the bottom, and then if he finds the token, you know, he won't even have to clear Caitlyn at all. He can go get his rainbow drop and dive whenever he wants to.
So there's the stones, and Larry is going to continue exploring the Caitlyn area.
And if we want that kind of quote-unquote perfect cave, we could even find the sword as well.
And that's really about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking bonus cave should be somewhere in the area of where Tristal is now. I think AngryLarry has done a pretty thorough job of searching this opposite continent.
Wolves with stop spell. Hey, that didn't work. I'm getting out of here. And he's just going to throw a return down. So if Larry decides to explore south of Hawksness, he's going to be in pretty good shape too.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't hit that return spell immediately after leaving, but he recognized he's done about all he can there. It's time to go check some other options. Bonus Cave is the nickname for the vanilla Stones of Sunlight cave. It's just, you just walk in, take your chest, walk right out. So it's just a bonus.
The Baramos bonus cave.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's happy to see Bomus.
Should be happy to see him. That means the run's almost over.
Yeah, it means you're about to quit.
One way or another, you'll be done soon.
I'm only happy when he's dead. Let me just put it that way. AngryLarry finding himself the grave here. Gonna find himself the Stones of Sunlight as Tristal just a little bit deeper, finding himself refunding his magic key.
And Tristal is running low on magic, and these Wraith Knights definitely demand the attention of a Hurtmore.
Yeah, so he might not be able to cast outside if he runs into too many more of them.
Probably would just take a Death Warp instead, and there's plenty of stuff that hits real hard in here for him to take advantage of that. So Tristal has caught up a little bit in the experience department. Larry still has a pretty nice lead, though. And he'll pick up his Stones of Sunlight and get out of here, Fighter's Ring. And we have, in the very bottom, that's a Dragon Scale.
So, by process of elimination, that should put the token in the Stones of Sunlight cave and the sword in Sharlock.
Yeah, it has to be. So, wouldn't be surprised if we see some folks die for the treasury. And
oh, Remolder! That's right, the Remolder chest.
so it could be here as well. And if it is here, then Larry's going to find it real quick, too.
Never mind, I was correct.
Knew it all along. And Tristal's going to hope to find a flame sword here as well. Nope. And he's not going anywhere. Possessed by the spirit of the old man in Garinham, the soldier decides to block him in for a bit.
No, we do not speak of the old man in Garinham.
Alright. Another level for Tristal, and this is the 3, 4, 5, 6 almost level. So who's gonna find Bonus Cave?
Yeah, everybody place your bets. We have confirmed Erdrick's sword has to be in Sharlock. You got 7 chests to choose from. You got top left, bottom left, middle, bottom middle, and bottom right. And if you want to be particularly mean, you can call the vanilla chest. Erdrick's sword normally found, I believe, on the 2nd floor of Sharlock, but you kind of have to take a roundabout way to get there. I'm going middle.
I'll take upper left. Larry checking the key totals there, and he's got enough to the point where he really doesn't need to buy anymore for the rest of the game. Enjoy your cash.
Yeah, now it's just a race to that Stones of Sunlight cave, wherever it's hiding. I think Tristal's still in a part of the map that hasn't been fully explored yet, and AngryLarry right on his heels.
Yeah, and probably good for Tristal to keep going, and well, he's heading up north, and if he keeps going north of Sharlock, he could run into, oh, there's a cave.
Oh, there it is!
Yeah, so he skips the Cantlin diversion altogether, and there's Erdrick's token. Both at level 16.
I really like to take a look at their stats right now, see what their strength is.
And Larry is going to go back down Mountain Cave to get the last treasure chest that he died in front of.
Oh, right. That is one last option for the sword, isn't it?
Well, from Larry's perspective, it's also an option for the token. Meanwhile, Tristal is going to cash in all of his quest items and get the rainbow drop in just a bit.
Yeah, well, as SJC, that is kind of how Chaos tends to go. What with the randomized experience values, once you get your first kill, the other kills and the experience tend to come in pretty quickly.
Question in chat, will not having the flame sword hurt Tristal? It might hurt him on the run down because of the altered run chance to Sharlock. But once he finds Erdrick's sword, he'll be fine. It's just all of those, if he has to fight his way through an enemy rather than just run away, then that's where it's really going to cost him. And Tristal tends to like to dive Sharlock just to get information. So he's going to find out what groups of enemies are hanging out there, and in sort of what order. And if Larry takes a right here... Nope. Heads away from Bonus Cave.
Yeah, and I think he's been up here before. I hope he's going to recognize that fairly well. He's going to run into a dead end and recognize fairly quickly that the droids he's looking for are not here.
So Larry's still with a sizable experience lead. And he recognizes that he's been at this area before, so if he traces the shoreline, he should be in pretty good shape.
There, he's got it, and that's going to be go mode for both of our runners here. Yeah, with the temptation of Erdrick's sword hiding down there somewhere in the depths of Sharlock Castle, I don't blame Tristal for just going right inside saying, let me pick up some information and a nifty sword while I'm at it.
So depending on the monsters that he runs into, he may have to burn some Hurtmores on the way down. I know those Wraith Knights hit pretty hard and have a lot of defense. The Rogue Scorpions, of course, also showing up. And it always seems like Sharlock and Chaos is just the Hall of Fame of all the monsters that really pissed you off during the entire run.
So far, Tristal, his extra agility is paying off in the early going, though.
Can't get away from the Droll, though, and that's two fires.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, all the Scorpions, not so fun this seed. Larry's just gonna take the cheap inn in Breckenary. Even when he has 4,000 gold to his name, he's gonna stay at a Motel 6. Oh, not the Jerk Cave, but it's coming. Alright, and now Larry is on his way. And
I didn't quite catch that strength. Was that 96?
it was 92 strength for Larry.
So 134? Because they both have the fighter's ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 134 with all that MP. That's, what is that, 14 heal mores? That's a pretty good argument for... Oh, 124, excuse me. 15 heal mores for Larry. That's a pretty good argument for taking your shot if you can make it all the way down there, as Tristal didn't seem to have too many problems.
Yeah, and that's what he is going to do right now. And Tristal, unfortunately, is down a couple Heomores. But he's first into the treasury. Alright, bottom left. Nope. Upper left.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And this is critical for Tristal because he only has a broadsword right now.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, Larry has a significantly higher chunk of experience, and every enemy that Larry fights on the way down could potentially be another level. And basically Erdrick's sword worth in stats alone.
Tristal sitting on, I believe, exactly 13 heal more, is not wanting to use Radiant. Is going to try to get to this vanilla chest in the dark.
Yeah, that's a little tricky if you have to do that backwards. It's just not something that a lot of runners are used to. And also of note, we haven't seen who the Dragon Lord's Guardian is yet either. And if it's something that's going to require the use of a hurt more, then Tristal's probably going to have to dip out. So we've got Tristal knows exactly what's in every chest by process of elimination and picks up Erdrick's sword in the vanilla spot. Larry is electing to save some MP on these droll fights, recognizes that they are very vulnerable to sleep, and is just going to burn the 2 MP just to get away from them. Yeah, and here are the Wraith Knights as well, and these guys really, they demand an answer in the form of a hurt more, unfortunately. So he's gonna lose some MP. And that's one of the dangers with the Charlock dives. You could have, you know, on paper and on stats, exactly what you need to fight the Dragon Lord. But the jerks on the way down could really put a hurt on you. Larry has 92 strength, and I don't know what Tristal has. He hasn't popped up in his menu in a while. But the difference is Larry's running an HP MP build, and Tristal is running Strength Agility. So I think Tristal has a definite advantage in attack power. He just needs to make it to the Dragon Lord first. And I wonder if Larry might take some fights instead of electing to go get Erdrick's sword. Yeah, with the HP range on Dragon Lord 2, it's certainly worth taking a shot. In the worst case scenario, even if you die, you still get a lot of information on what you might need to do the next dive down. No reason to not take a shot while you're down here, especially when you have 86 MP left. Question in the chat: did Tristal actually equip the sword? It auto equips, fortunately, and fortunately, it is also the. Uh-oh, Larry's gonna check the treasury and not be happy. Meanwhile, we've got Wraith Knights in the Guardian spot, so that's gonna demand another Hurtmore. EDMP for Tristal. Oh, another Wraith Knight, though. That's the worst that he could run into. And he's going to try to run from this guy, just to save MP. And we'll see if Larry decides to go for the sword, or if he's just going to run straight for the Dragon Lord. Ooh, down a heal more.
What is he at, 120 with the flame sword?
Oh, 92 strength plus flame sword plus fighter's ring. I don't quite know what that is off the top of my head.
I think it's 24 for flame sword, so 26. So yeah, I want to say about 120. Just still gonna.
Oh, there goes the Dragon Lord, one shot.
Paper Tiger Dragon Lord 1.
And he's gonna throw a stop spell out there.
Yeah, might as well. Might as well try to get that information now. Only taking 26 damage from this physical attack. Wow.
The agility build paying off on that first swing there. And now he's just going to take a crack at him. Meanwhile, Larry is just going to go for it. And this could pay off if he gets a level on the way through.
Wow, Tristan going to do the best he can, but he's got to hope that this Dragon Lord 2 rolled minimum HP if he's going to have any chance of succeeding here.
Well, there's always Hurtmore strats, too.
Yeah, Tristal has done this before.
Alright, Larry gets to the Dragon Lord.
122. This is going to be an extended engagement if he is to succeed.
Yeah, this is going to be a little rough. And Tristal is taken down by the Dragon Lord. But heading down, straight down with full MP, this is looking a lot better for Tristal. If he can keep a lot of that MP on the way down, he will be in pretty good shape. Question is he going to stop at a town to get some herbs before diving back in?
That was intentional. I believe that was intentional, board 555.
Oh, Larry getting a 6. That hurts.
Yeah, Larry rolling, I believe, 5 to 10. Wanting to see as many 10s as possible.
Yeah, he may have to cap this off with a last-ditch Hurtmore attempt. Oh, that's a nice 10. So that's 2 10s that I've seen so far.
Oh, Larry getting a clutch double here.
Oh, 17 off the double as well. So as bad as they were early, things are averaging out now. So if this is a low HP Dragon Lord, we're getting into territory where he can be defeated now.
Wow, some high rolls here from Larry. He really needs to keep seeing those double digits.
Another 10? And he's trying to decide, is this where he throws two Hurtmores out?
Ooh, an 11.
Well, you can get another
Ooh,
fight.
gambling
Possibly.
here.
46. Is it? Ah, he's gonna go for it. He's got a 48. He can get one, possibly get one more double here.
And
Nope.
just short.
Yeah. So it's he hit the low end of the Dragon Lord's HP, but unfortunately, just not enough.
Yeah, it needed a real low roll from Dragon Lord 2, but yeah, valiant effort there.
Yeah, so now Tristal in the driver's seat, hoping to make it down there with a significantly higher chunk of his MP intact. And Larry needs to pick up the Erdrick sword on the way down. Larry also not going to stock up on herbs. Just going to go right back in. And Larry still with the nearly 2,000 point experience lead. Unfortunately, there was not a level in that range.
Oh
So
man,
he
Larry
had to-
not messing around with the Wraith Knights. Or Tristal, rather.
Yeah, you just can't get away from the Wraith Knights, and they will hit you for a non-trivial amount of damage. Well, the Drolls have heal more as well. If they weren't annoying enough with Flame Breath.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, unfortunately, Edgy, I think 96 MP already down to 99. 96 might be a bit of a tall order here, but we'll have to see what he can do.
Yeah, and another Wraith Knight, and there's 5 more out the window. But I mean, Tristal's making the right plays. This is what you have to do. You just really have a hard time running away from anything in Charlock in Chaos mode. Scorpions throwing hurt mores in Larry's face. And there goes another heal more on Tristal's side. So, Charlock Simulator 2018. And it seems appropriate that as cruel as the seed was in the beginning, that it turns out to be just as cruel at the end, too.
Yeah, I'm kind of with high spirits. I'm really surprised that Tristal isn't going for sleep more.
Oh, Larry gets wiped out by a Droll.
Oh.
And Larry proved that Drolls were vulnerable to sleep as well, so... this probably doesn't change very much as far as turn order, or excuse me, as far as ordering goes. Larry does need Tristal to take a wipe at the Dragon Lord in order to have any sort of success. And, well, he rolled all 6s on his experience total. So Tristal gonna take out the Wraith Knight and has 10 heal mores to his name with a substantial amount of attack behind that. And is gonna one-shot this Dragon Lord 1 again, more than likely. So with 80 MP, Tristal is in far better shape than he was in his last dive. No ambush from the Dragon Lord, and leads off with an 11. And a 20 is the follow-up, so nice double. 31. $18 on the next hit, so that's a 49. Going through Dragon Lord's HP much quicker.
Tristal's got the damage, but has he got the MP to stay in this fight?
61. And a 77. Larry having a hard time getting away from this droll. Alright, 87. $98. Next hit, we get into the Dragon Lord can die at any time. 109.
Dragon Lord could also bust out that heal spell at any time.
That is true.
Yeah, Tristal was having some good luck with his damage rolls, but now just unfortunately taking a nosedive here.
138. At 145 now. $158 and not enough. So high HP Dragon Lord, and Larry really needs to go for that sword.
Yunos, I don't believe anyone's put on the death necklace yet. I don't think anyone's quite hit the 130 HP.
Yeah, Larry looks like he's committed to getting another level. He just may feel like Charlock in the dive down is just too brutal to deal with.
Well, it sure came quickly.
Well, there is level 18. Another 4, another 10 on the hit points, and another 6 magic, so nothing substantial. But certainly...
Does that 6 get him another heal more is the question.
Well, certainly you're not going to turn down any MP at this point. It may not be a heal more, but it could be a couple more sleeps that you can use as well. Question in chat, sword is in vanilla spot. Wow, all those stat gains were off of 3 levels as well, so not particularly great level-wise for Larry, but here's 20.
Wow.
Well, 7 MP, that could be another decent swing. And yeah, looks like Larry is just gonna... Oh, Larry's at 129 for the hit points, so he is in Death Necklace territory.
Wow.
That would take him to 96 exactly. So it depends on how much of a gambling man he is.
Yeah, that's actually a huge gamble, isn't it? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know that there are any towns at all on the main continent, and Swamp Cave is inside of Tantagel, so you could find yourself in a really, really nasty position if you put on that Death Necklace and don't succeed.
It would be a soft lock, because Breckenary is on the other continent.
And I'm trying to just think of any inns. I mean, you could still ostensibly finish the seed, potentially, but I think maybe Remolder is on the same continent, but it's pretty far away.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's not a formal soft lock, but your fastest way of recovering MP is completely cut off to you, and you can't get this off anymore. So there is the sword for Larry, and we'll see if he pops open his stat menu. Nope. We're just gonna go back outside. And I think, is he gonna just go for some herbs?
That's another unfortunate thing with only having Hawksnest close by. Herbs are kind of far away.
Yeah, either go through the swamp cave or walk all the way to Cantland, and neither option.
Was that 166 MP?
That's a lot of MP.
That's wow.
So, who needs herbs? I got 166 MP.
I think someone's been practicing their underflow glitch. Yeah, Fuchsia, Larry does have the sword now, so both of our players armed with everything they can possibly gather. AngryLarry with the advantage in levels, and with the HP MP build, could be coming into play here.
Tristal's going in with a lot more MP. Been very, very fortunate to dodge the Wraith Knights so far, so this
Still got 2 more floors to clear.
Looking pretty good so far. Whoops.
Alright, Tristal's sitting on 13 heal mores. If he can make it again, he could have a good shot. Oh no, another Wraith Knight. Gonna steal a heal more, take him down to 12.
And he has to use one more on the Guardian monster. Ooh, not a good one to get an ambush from. The Tristal tries the run and is successful, so he saves another heal more off of that. So there's the last hurt more that he needs to burn. Oh.
Or not? Wow, I think that's 5 hurt mores he's had to burn in just this one floor. Oh, getting a level though.
He does get the level, and he does get the power and speed boost. Unfortunately, not going to see the benefit of all that extra MP.
But that 13 defense might help him out here in this second round, in the second tangle with Dragon Lore 2. We'll have to see.
Oh, it's
11 heal mores.
It certainly will. The extra agility and his agility MP build is going to help him get more doubles than he did in the previous fight. So second hit was 14. Unfortunately, I missed the first one. Keeps rolling those 14s. A very good hit. And Larry really has to hope Dragon Lord has high HP. Another monster hit from Tristal, and he's up to 100 already.
Oh, wow. 22 gonna give him an extra... Oh!
Oh, no.
Boy. Oh, he did it! He did it first try! He tried that twice before, but couldn't quite get it, but he gets it now. That's... If he can get the Dragon Lord 2 in a heal loop, that's almost gonna seal it for Tristal here.
And at 23, certainly a good thing to hit. Oh, Dragon Lord is breathing fire like crazy now, though. Nope, there it is.
Oh, and he did it! TristalMTG has beaten the Dragon Lord and finished the race. And that's going to be the dot done for TristalMTG. Everyone break out your GGs. Tristal has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 15 seconds.
GG to Tristal. Very rough start in the beginning, but played very, very solid from that point on and mounts the comeback.
Yeah, that's almost exactly 1 hour from first kill to the end of the game.
And we'll try to get him in on an interview. Meanwhile, Larry is going to take on the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, and with his massive reserves of MP, he's almost certain to pull this off.
Gets another double. He has yet to see the heal, though.
Game Boy F9, are we able to get Dragon Lord 2's stop spell resistance for this particular seed? Oh, and AngryLarry getting it first try as well, so he's going to be finishing up here very shortly.
Yep, and with that stop spell landing, that ought to do it for Larry as well. Heaps of NP. And that's it.
Alrighty, with that ding, I do believe we have Tristal in chat. Tristal, congratulations on the finish, man.
It looks like Discord is being Discord for Tristal again, so we'll give him another shot.
In the meantime, AngryLarry has put in his dot done and finished in second place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 48 minutes, and 45 seconds. Exactly 2.5 minutes separating these two runners in a very, very, very excellent semifinal match.
GG, Tristal. Oh, there he goes again.
Goodbye, Tristal.
We'll see if we can get Larry in for an interview as well. Looks like Dragon Lord 2 had 14 out of 16 stop spell resistance.
Wow, and they both hit it first try? What?
Well, it's chaos is going to be chaos.
Where was this manip when they were trying to get their first kill?
And we're joined by AngryLarry now. GG, Larry.
Yeah, thanks.
How you feeling, man?
It's like, it's not fun when your first kill comes 40 minutes later and you're in a race, especially in the semifinals. You know, you're not. It's just a miserable experience because you got to wonder what you did wrong. You know, it turns out I killed the first enemy faster than Tristal, but even then, like, you know, I don't know that at the time. So everything I do is like on edge, and it's just, you know, everything I kill, you know, every missed menu I make, and then you lose by under 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes.
Yeah, and especially that excellent dodge towards the beginning. There was a bit of a pause there that had to feel really bad.
I didn't know what enemy was 5 HP because everything ran away from me. So I couldn't even hit things 5 times or even get to a point where it killed me before I can kill it. So everything was still on the table. And that's the thing I hate most about Chaos Mode is the way things run away. It's ridiculous. Level 1, I can't even hit a Metal Slime twice to see if it's the enemy.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. You guys had, I would say, abnormally high starting strength to start out the seed with 15. And unfortunately, that wasn't able to get you any extra damage on, I think, both the Droll Magi and the Axe Knight had low enough HP. Either of them could have been, quote-unquote, the noodle. But unfortunately, yeah, both just not wanting to stand toe-to-toe with either of you guys. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, and I'm sure if I watch this back, I definitely got outplayed, like, in between the first kill and Sharlock. Or in between the first kill and Edric's Sword, if he wound up getting that. I had to pause for a little bit because I never, ever went to that chest. Only when I was like 8 years old was the last time I'd been to that chest. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, so like in all the seeds I've played, I've never gone to that chest. Never needed to, so I kind of had to pause a little bit, kind of had to grab my notes and just see where that was. But I'm sure I was outplayed. My routing was pretty bad. I got to the token pretty late, but good game, Tristal.
I'll go ahead and say, honestly, the main difference between you and Tristal is Tristal never went to Cantlin. Tristal found I believe it was the grave right next to Mountain Cave, kind of towards the southeast. He found that fairly early on, found the Stones of Sunlight and died, and then reset. And knowing where those were, as soon as he went to the opposite continents, I believe, I can't remember exactly what was found. Oh, right. Garanham was found over there with the Shrine Cave. He was able to trade in his Silver Harp out of the treasury, and then just pretty much went right back to the main continent, grabbed the Stones of Sunlight, found the token. And I will say, AngryLarry, to your credit, when Tristal was grabbing all the items and finishing up, you were right there behind him. I think most of the difference just comes in, unfortunately, that little detour to Cantlin, and Cantlin didn't have the answers.
Well, I also double dipped Swamp because I never went to, not Swamp, Mountain because I never went to that last chest before I died. And then I was looking for a Remolder to get that chest, and it turned out to be, the token was in the last chest in the game, and then the sword that I could access, that it could be in, and then the sword was in the last chest of the game on top of that. So, and then I mismenued on the way to the sword. I hit Hurt More instead of Heal More against a Droll, so I had to do the whole walk back. So it was kind of miserable, but whatever.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but I will say, AngryLarry, from where I sit here, I think you played a fantastic race. Getting that first kill on the slime, burning your herb there, Tristal kind of dabbled with that a couple times, but I think he got stuck. I think he might have saved without his herb and was not wanting to reset there. So I saw him try to take out slimes a couple times. I think eventually he just got lucky with the Axe Knight a few minutes after you got your slime kill, and that's how he came back into it. But
I had to re-roll my character to even hit something.
Yeah, and and that would have paid off in the end. I mean, you had a massively larger MP pool at the end there than than Tristal did. Tristal kind of running on fumes as he was trying to get past those Wraith Knights to get to the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, then I leveled up at the trap tile just before just before Dragon Lord. I leveled up, and I'm like, come on, I don't want this level up. You know, it's taking time away. And, yeah, so I don't know. I'd be interested to hear what Tristal has to say about this.
I think Tristal's having issues with Discord. It looks like he's actually been detailing his fight. I think Furon is actually interviewing him in Randomizer chat right now. Yeah, it looks like that's what's going on.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, from where I sit, AngryLarry, you know, I'm sorry you're getting bumped out of here, but I really do think you played an excellent race. I mean, 2.5 minutes to separate you guys in a race this long, you know, it's nothing to be ashamed of. As far as I see it, you know, GG, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, very well played, both from strategic.
Who is that?
It's me. It's Edge.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, not too much. How you doing?
Edgeworth.
Doing good.
Just strategic from a strategic perspective. I actually debated, you know, whether or not someone was going to re-roll their character in order to get just that slight extra point of damage, and it paid off for you. So I think just strategically it went pretty well all the way around. Just came down to exploration and chaos being chaos.
Yeah, who knows? If I did that early, I may have spent more time trying to kill things that were running away than running up, you know, doing what I did. So I don't know. Who knows? But you know, Zarnax42, the wisest man on Twitch, says, you know, it is what it is, this mode, and you know, this is what we got. And you know, Tristal played his ass off. He played better than me. So plus he was, what was that, 8 minutes 8 minutes slower to the first kill.
Yeah, it's about 7. I want to say it was like right around 40 minutes for you, like you said, Nyrc, and right around 47 for Tristal. So
yeah, and you have to worry about guys like Tristal. It's just, you know, all that knowledge of RPGs and Dragon Warrior, Final Fantasy. It's like, you know, okay, he lost his first match, but he had trouble in a couple other matches. But you know, he's still Tristal. He's still really good at the game when it comes down to the basics. So.
yeah, he is. Tristal's been a force to be reckoned with in these tournaments pretty much since they started. I would say potentially a little bit more of that gap was made up. I think Tristal was able to explore a little bit more efficiently because you had a pretty big experience lead in those minutes where Tristal was trying to get his first kill. I think you pretty much held about a 1,500 to 2,000 experience point lead over Tristal for most of the race, but unfortunately those stats not able to help you cross the finish line. Just a little bit short there.
Yeah, you just can't stop killing. And I wonder, what level did he finish at?
16, I believe.
All right, so I wonder if the difference in rolling the name, because what was I down there at the first time? 18?
I want to say 18, and he was strength agility, so
yeah. So I wonder if switching from strength agility and going to the agility MP, whatever the hell that was. I wonder if that that could have cost me right there. But I really couldn't feel like I could kill anything. That was the miserable part, and that's the unfortunate thing is 40 minutes or 30 something minutes before I did that, and can't get more than 3 damage on any enemy before they run away. So
no, I don't think that was a bad play at all. I think that's exactly what helped you kill the slime. It's what helped you get your first level, and you know the levels came really quickly after that. You're able to get your exploration in, and don't beat yourself up too much over it. I really do think you played a great race.
if I get all my time back from all those Armor Knight fights, I probably sub-hour this.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't disagree with you there.
No, but thanks guys for putting this on. Good luck to Tristal in the finals, and I guess there's a 3rd place match, so I'll prep for that.
Yeah, congrats for making the top 4. You know, you played really well. It was a really good match. I had fun commentating it, and yeah, if there's a 3rd place match, good luck.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, since Tristal has been doing his interview in IRC, or not in IRC, in Twitch chat, you can go ahead and read that there. I think that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much, Edgeworth, co-commentator. Thank you to our trackers and Wolfman2000, our restreamer. Let's see. Tracker is Dude, and yeah. I think that's going to do it for us. See you guys next time.
Yep, thanks again for watching, everybody. Have a good one.